What is chemotherapy? Chemotherapy simply means using chemicals to treat cancer, hence the name chemotherapy. But maybe a more useful answer to this question is that chemotherapy means using poisons to attack cancer by disrupting the cell cycle. So the cell cycle is when cells get bigger and split into two, forming two new cells. And chemotherapy is able to disrupt this process or attack this process. It works in various different ways depending on the chemotherapy. Some chemotherapy causes more mutations in the DNA. Some chemotherapy sort of breaks up bits of the DNA, that kind of thing. There are some issues with chemotherapy. It's very famous for side effects. And the reason for this is that even as adults, we still have some cells that are kind of being replenished all the time. So those are cells in your skin, cells in your scalp, cells in the gastrointestinal lining, so like lining of your stomach, lining of your mouth, lining of intestines. Our fingernails and toenails obviously growing, so chemotherapy attacks those places as well, unfortunately. Another issue with chemotherapy is that if the cells aren't going through the cell cycle, they don't get attacked. This seems to be one reason why cancer is able to sort of recur or come back. And it's because often in a tumour there will be like dormant cancer cells. So cancer cells that are just sitting there not doing anything. These seem to be the ones that cause new tumours to grow. Chemotherapy is not able to deal with those. So very simply, chemotherapy just means using poisons to attack cancer cells by screwing up the cell process where the cells divide and form new cells, which is how tumours grow. But unfortunately, even as adults, bits of our body are being kind of growing or being replenished. If we're injured, a big part of healing is obviously making new cells. And of course, for children, they're growing all the time. So children are growing very quickly. So chemotherapy is very problematic for kids, unfortunately. I hope that answer was useful.